On February 6, 2026, the Interbehavioral Research Lab at McNeese State University will be hosting the first International Congress of Interbehaviorism. If you don't know what interbehaviorism is, that's okay. Most people don't. That is sort of the point of the Congress. Our goal is to advance interbehavioral psychology and adjacent fields by sharing and discussing contemporary research, theory, and obstacles. The first day of the Congress comprises a one-day conference, which you can attend in person or online. The next 2 days consist of discussion among invited presenters. For more information, you can visit our website, www.ibxrl.com. In preparation for the Congress, we are asking each of the invited presenters some questions about themselves, their work, and interbehaviorism. In today's video, we talk to Kate Kellum, an instructional professor and director of undergraduate studies in the Department of Psychology at the University of Mississippi.
Well, gosh, I'm so glad to be here. I am Kate Kellum. I am an instructional professor and the Director of Undergraduate Studies at the University of Mississippi in the Psychology Department. I am a native Mississippian, and I made some active, what felt like choices, as much as anything can be a choice, to move back to Mississippi to try to work to make the context better for the people and critters that are here. I really hope that my work is helping support the folks and the folks and critters around me. I happen to live at home with a few more cats than humans, which is delightful. And we just bought a sailboat, so I'm learning a whole new repertoire about how to sail. I have lots of research interests. My current role doesn't allow for a lot of research time, but that does not preclude me from thinking about what I want to do. In my day-to-day kind of interactions, I am most interested in how instructors and students behave within a learning environment such that both of their repertoires can become broadened and more flexible. That how they behave together can create contextual shifts or changes in the field, if you want to call that, to make everybody's repertoires more robust. I think the little bit of research I get to do is in collaboration with students, and it's mostly with graduate student instructors who are trying to improve their own classes. And I find that super repetitive to help them find ways to see if the contextual changes they're making actually improve their students' learning experiences. Well, I'm going to hopefully present about how to bring an interbehavioral lens to this teaching of instructors, to how to support instructors to be more receptive to their students' behavior. And when they're more receptive to their students' behavior, I think that helps the instructors create contexts that lead to better learning for the students. So instead of seeing teaching like as a bag of tricks, which I like my bag of tricks, don't get me wrong, but instead of helping the instructors see that as a bag of tricks, I want to help them stay in contact with their students' behavior, which helps them move the context forward to help the students get to whatever their learning objective is. I'm not sure why anybody should care about almost anything, but if you're asking me why I care about interbehaviorism, it's because this perspective, this lens, gives me some language, some words to put around how I experience the world. I don't see the world as A, B, C kind of things. I see behavior and context co-evolving and working together. And it's very hard for me to slice it up. And I think an interbehavioral lens helps me do that. Instead of seeing learning and behavior as like separate, I can see things as a whole field using this perspective. You know, people are going to take whatever perspective their own learning history leads them to take. But that's why I take a interbehavioral one most of the time. It's always hard to learn a whole new language. So if somebody is trying to learn more about interbehaviorism, obviously the right places to start are things like this great Congress, where you can be in contact with folks that think this way and expose oneself to these ways of thinking. Also, there's a great new book from Mitch and Linda from New Harbinger that you might check out. I think almost any work that folks are doing that has anything to do with interbehaviorism is useful. But also, I want to be clear. I mean, like we're all learning all the time. I don't want anybody to say I can't do interbehaviorism because I don't understand all the words in the field. I'm not sure that behaving in ways that are consistent with a field philosophy and understanding all the little words are the same kinds of behaviors. So I think that it's super important for us to be flexible and kind to ourselves. Like, even if I can name all the things in the equation, although I probably could, I'm not sure that prevents anyone from thinking in these kind of ways. So I'm going to encourage people to just try it out, learn a little bit and try it, and don't let the thought, I don't know what I'm doing, stop you.